Okay, so the first reason why it's important to prime your lids is that it ensures that your eyeshadow does not crease and it makes it last longer. And also, priming your lids brings out the true colour of that eyeshadow. And then a base is just to help do that even further. Like for me, I wouldn't just base my lid without priming it. Some people do, but I don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with telling you guys about the different types of primers. As most of you guys know, I use, it was a bit dirty, but I use the Urban Decay one. And I use this one. Now Urban Decay have different types of primers as well. Why is this thing so dirty? But yeah, they have one in Sin and one in Eden, but I just picked up this one. They're all about the same price. And also Too Faced Insurance do some primers as well, and it's also I think £11. Now you can purchase this from Boots, and you can also purchase Too Faced Insurance from Boots, Urban Decay from Debenhams, and I think you can get Urban Decay online on ASOS. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prime this side of my hand, just this side. So I'm going to put some shadow on this side and some shadow on that side, so you guys can see the difference between the two. So I'm just going to put a bit, well not a bit actually, just going to put some. And I'm just going to blend that out as I would do on my lid. Just blending it out. So I'm just going to go on and go into my Storm palette, and I'm just going to pick up some different colours, not just from this palette, but just different eyeshadows. I'm going to pick up this cranberry colour here, and I'm just going to place that where I put primer on my hands. And I'm just going to go into that with my eyeshadow brush, just get a bit, and put that on the side where I primed. So this is the cranberry colour with the primer, and I'm going to put it, I hope this camera picks it up, and this is the cranberry colour without. Now I picked up like almost the same amount, fairly the same amount, and you can see that this is a lot brighter than that one. And I'm going to prime that side again. I'm going to prime just next to that area, just a bit, blend it out, and I'm going to pick up my eyeshadow base in Rust, which is similar to that cranberry colour, and I'm just going to put a bit where I placed the primer. So that's Rust over here, and I'm going to place that cranberry colour on top. So you can see the difference between all three. This is bright and so is this one, but I would say that this gives the best colour payoff. So you can see why it's important to prime your lids and also base them. So I'm just going to do the same thing with another colour. Now this is an inexpensive eyeshadow palette, like a really cheap, I think it was like £3. It's a random eyeshadow palette that I picked up, well I didn't pick it up, my mum did, from a hair shop. So I'm just going to use the same brush, just going to clean that on my wrist. And I'm going to go into this purple colour here. And I'm going to place that on the primed side, right here. Another thing about using primers is that it will also make a cheap eyeshadow look a lot better. As you can see, this eyeshadow already has a lot of fallout. But that's the purple colour on the prime side. Purple colour on the so that's the purple colour on the primed side. And I'm going to go into it again and put on the non-primed side. I'm just going to lightly tap that. So I'm going to prime that side. I'm going to blend that out. Then I'm going to use my Rimmel London eyeliner pencil in white, and I'm just going to use that as a base. And also blend that out with my finger. And I'm going to go into that palette and I'm going to place the purple on top. Again, you guys can see the colour payoff now. This eyeshadow itself isn't that great, but you can see the difference. This is the prime side, the non-prime side, and the prime side with a base. And I'm just going to do one more for you guys. I'm going to use my... Actually, no, I'm not going to prime it first. I'm going to use my NYX eyeshadow in... This is in gold and bronze. And I'm just going to place some primed side. That's the primed side. I'm going to do the non-primed in the middle. Then I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Pencil in French Fries. And, oh, what am I talking about? I need to base it first. I'm going to prime it. Then I'm going to use my base in French Fries. I'm just going to put a bit on there. Make sure that's blended out nicely. Okay, so my camera cut out on me while I was like doing that, so I had already started, but this was the side that I based and primed. You can see a bit of rust, and I was just placing NYX Golden Bronze on top. Again, here's a comparison between the three, and I think you guys can kind of tell and see the difference. So that's why I prime my lids and base my lids. Just a quick recap: I prime my lids to ensure that my eyeshadow does last longer, and I also prime my lids to ensure my eyeshadow does not crease, and I base my lids to ensure that I get the most colour payoff from the eyeshadow that I'm using.